12 months? Probably. It doesn't matter where you're going or how much preparation you have, there's nothing like going in person. Now I was pretty lucky. I came to China last December, so I got to celebrate New Year's Day with my Chinese friends, because you know, it's New Year's. But did you know, in China, they have 2 different New Years? Oh man, New Year's is coming up. I've been saying in America, new year, new me. I gotta start on those New Year's resolutions I do every year. Dude, don't worry about it. New Year's Eve is on February 9th this year. You got like more than a month. Wait, I'm confused. Didn't you go home last January to see your family for New Year's? We actually have different dates for Chinese New Year every year. Wait, why? Who decides this? I already thought New Year's Day was already celebrating the New Year's. So how are Chinese people able to celebrate 2 different New Years? As I stated earlier, New Year's Eve changes every single year. For example, in 2024, it was on February 9th. In 2023, it was January 22nd. And finally, in 2022, it was on the date of January 31st. So what is the difference between New Year's Day and Chinese New Year? The major difference between the 2 festivals is the date you celebrate it on. New Year's Day, for example, is always going to be on January 1st, which is the first day of the solar calendar. On the other hand, Chinese New Year is always going to be celebrated on the first day of the new year of the lunar calendar. Okay, that makes sense. So then what is the lunar calendar? Going back thousands of years, China was an agricultural society. For this reason, nature was really important, so they created their dating system after it. This became the lunar calendar. Now actually, the lunar calendar has 24 different solar terms, like the beginning of winter and the winter solstice. The lunar calendar also has many different festivals, things like the Mid-Autumn Festival and the Spring Festival, aka Chinese New Year. One interesting thing is that both China and the West have different ways to celebrate the same thing. For example, in the West, we have so many different ways to celebrate the beginning of spring. In China, they actually have a specific solar term called the beginning of spring. It's where people go out on picnics and hikes just to enjoy what spring is all about. So the question is, apart from holidays, does the average Chinese person still use the lunar calendar? Let's go and find out. 你知道今天是农历几号吗？
不太清楚。
9月16。
9月几不知道，应该是9月。
不知道。
9月26号。
你知道你的农历生日
5月18。8月15。
6月14。
6月16吧。
8月初7。
7月25。
Chinese people still use the lunar calendar to this day, even though they might not have every single date memorized. But even with that in mind, they're definitely gonna memorize certain dates like festivals that have holidays and their lunar birthday.
Today is your lunar birthday. Let's go and celebrate it.
Awesome, thank you.
A little Chinese surprise for you.
Way too much.
今天你生日，送上我祝福。特别的日子有灿烂的笑容，我们来相聚，带着满满的关爱，祝福你好运常伴。生日快乐，每一天都精彩。快乐快乐，生日快乐！
I have prepared this special lotus candle for you.
Oh, thank you. It's the first time I've seen it in person. Ooh.
Now you can celebrate your lunar birthday too.
Thank you. Now I've been able to experience a classic Chinese birthday and all the little surprises that go with it.
But there is one thing that every Chinese keep for their birthdays, which is the long life noodles. On our birthdays, our family would always cook us a bowl of long life noodles, which symbolizes a long and healthy life.
Oh, yeah. I've heard that before. You know, in America, we usually just have like a birthday cake or maybe like a special dinner. But I do know that like around the world, different cultures will have different special foods to celebrate their birthday. And if you want to join in on the festivities, that's totally okay. Other countries in Asia have started celebrating the New Year's, and it's kind of funny. Back in America, my elementary school had a whole day just to celebrate it. We had like dragon dances and other such things. Other foreigners that live in China, like me, we started to celebrate New Year's too. But what I think is the most cool is that all around Europe and America, in Chinatowns, they have Chinese New Year floats and other Chinese traditional cultural performances. Festivals are really just a special day on the calendar. And if you think about it, calendars, they're just a human construct. The Egyptians had their own calendars and the Mayans had their own calendars. And actually, it's kind of interesting. Different Chinese ethnic minorities have their own special festivals. Nowadays, foreign countries from around the world are celebrating Chinese New Year, and Chinese young people are also celebrating foreign festivals to learn about their culture and for a nice day off. Now, personally, I love this. I'm definitely someone who can celebrate 2 different New Years in 1 year. Well, that's all I have for today's episode of Different Yet Same. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Learn Chinese with me. Lunar Calendar, 农历, birthday, 生日. Dang. Jesus, that's cool.
It's almost like this.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's impressive. How long do you think they have to train to get this good?
Several months?
Several months? Probably.
细一点吧。
加油啊！谢谢。
谢谢。
口感真的有弹性，跳过以后煮2分钟就可以吃了。